Sparky coach, that's not bad. And that's what many University of Michigan fans and perhaps even some of the players are saying directly or indirectly to Bo Schembechler, who will make that choice of a head coach. You see the team now coming off of the plane after this 4-hour flight from Seattle. As we told you earlier, there are no fans out here. This is not considered to be a public arrival. It is a private arrival at the Page Avjet Terminal, and these players are going to get on to the University of Michigan buses and proceed on to the Ann Arbor campus for a big rally at the Chrysler Arena. Mort, if we have an opportunity, we're going to see if we can get one or two of these players and perhaps Coach Fisher over here, time allowing, and have a word with them as they're getting off. Did you want to jump in here?
You talking to me? Okay, Emery.
Well, I was. As a matter of fact, Mort, let me just interrupt. There's Rumeal Robinson, who just got off the plane. What a story he is. Orphaned early in life, overcame great obstacles to make it through the help of his mother in Boston, Massachusetts, Mrs. Helen Boyd. You saw her on TV an awful lot last night. What a success story for Rumeal Robinson, the point guard of this basketball team, the young man who engineered that win last night. In fact, the young man who poured in the final 2 free throws, calm as ice he was. Okay. Rumeal Robinson earlier, you'll remember, had blamed himself for that loss at Wisconsin.
Emery, you
missed 2 free throws. Yes, Mort?
You asked me if I wanted to jump in. I'm going to have to jump in because we're running out of time. It is great to have the team.
I know,
shots a little bit. I'm sorry if we shook you up a little bit. Still ahead on News 4 at 5:30, Sparky Anderson's State of Mind. That'll be pretty good on opening night. Bernie's going to talk with Sparky live.
Sparky's always happy. And at 6 o'clock, we'll take you back to Ann Arbor as the community welcomes home the champion Wolverines. Plus, the Detroit School Board picks a new leader.
Next time you get heartburn, consider yourself lucky, because now Rolaids comes in assorted fruit flavors, still calcium-rich, sodium-free, and as effective as ever. Assorted flavored Rolaids. Relief never tasted so good.
Ready?
In a minute, honey.
It's nice to be noticed for what you wear and how you look. And if you wear dentures, it's nice to know Efferdent freshens up dentures and cleans away stains so well. With Efferdent, all they'll notice is you.
Charlie, it's time to...
I know.
Taking time to mow doesn't take a lot of time with the Cub Cadet Rider.
Charlie!
I know. Cub Cadet's extra-wide cutting deck saves time with fewer passes.
Charlie, it's time!
Oh, no!
But when you really need to save time, Cub Cadet bags up to 6 bushels of grass.
Charlie, did you get the bags?
Yeah. Did I get them? Cub Cadet. Tough riders for your little corner of the world.
It's April. The income tax deadline is almost here. Do you have time to do this for us? Like that? And they were, of course. I said, of course we have time. We're never too busy to help you.
I file right at the deadline.
Well, they might be busy, but never too busy to take care of you.
Don't face the tax deadline alone. Our people are working extra hours to get you the maximum refund you're entitled to.
I'll let H&R Block have the headache.
H&R Block now, because it's not too late to go for the maximum refund you're entitled to.
Don't settle for less.
For the latest Weather Watch 4 update, call 1-976-1212.
Here's to you, America.
Here's to you, America, from Dodge. Right now at your Dodge dealer, we're giving you up to $2,000 cash back on Ram Tough Dodge pickups. Get $2,000 cash back on Dodge 250 or the 350 series dual-wheel pickups. Or $1,000 back on 150 pickups. Or $1,500 back on Ram Charger. See Crestwood Dodge Garden City, Bloomfield Dodge, Bloomfield Hills, or Tamaroff Dodge Southfield.
Sports Giant throws in the first ball. Sports Giant. When it comes to value, selection, and service, we're in a league of our own.
The baseball to be thrown out in Friday's home opener for the Tigers is slowly making its way to the corner of Michigan and Trumbull. The journey is for catch which stands for Caring Athletes Team for Children's and Henry Ford Hospitals. And today, cyclists carrying that ball on its journey stopped in Kalamazoo. Fans got a chance to sign a giant card with good luck wishes for the Tigers. The ball is on its way to Battle Creek right now, with its final destination, of course, Tiger Stadium this Friday. Can't wait for that. Really looking forward to that.
Let me just tell you that we're going to announce right now, we will be televising that game Friday.
This television station
right here on Friday.
Opening day.
The home opener, and tonight we're televising and everything we're televising.
Terrific.
And of course, there are moments in life when events occur and you can remember exactly where you were when they happened. One of those moments came last night when the Michigan Wolverines beat Seton Hall to win the national title. It was a game for the ages, one of the best in NCAA history. Scott Wally will be able to tell his kids he was in Seattle at courtside watching the memory unfold.
I believe we won the championship, but I don't know how to express my feelings.
People talk about it doesn't hit infantry a week, till the next week, or I don't know what they're talking about, because it hit me like a brick wall.
The whole story is a little unbelievable, but the Michigan story was the story of a team which peaked at precisely the right moment. The story of a group of super athletes playing like supermen.
All this seems fake, and they're telling me both said it'll sink in later, but I'm looking at it. It sure seems real to me now, and it's pretty, huh?
Right now, we're number one, and I think people should start giving the University of Michigan credit for what they've accomplished.
Sean, hold up that ring for us.
There's a little diamond right here, too, going through the hoop. Nothing but money. That's a three-pointer, too.
But Seton Hall was tough. The Wolverines had a 12-point lead, but that lead evaporated in the second half.
Did you think for a second, maybe it's just not going to be happening for us?
Did you think that? Come on. And we had 5 minutes to run, and we did it. We sucked it up, and we ran the last lap.
Ramil Robinson at the line, 3 seconds to go in overtime. Was there ever any doubt?
Victory, that's all, victory! Wow.
Well, it was a hell of a game, wasn't it? That's almost like beating Notre Dame.
Whichever team won, this was going to be a great basketball story, a Cinderella story, but in the end it was Michigan's story. The slipper fits the Wolverines, 80-79. In Seattle, Washington, at the NCAA Championships, Scott Wally, News 4.
All right, we'll have more on Michigan for you at 6 o'clock, but it's time to turn our attention to baseball because tonight the Tigers open up in Arlington against the Texas Rangers. We'll have the game for you right here on Channel 4 beginning at 8 o'clock. I would also like to repeat, since Sparky Anderson is not available at the moment, we will be televising this Friday's home opener against Milwaukee from Tiger Stadium. We have that special News 4 at noon, that's an hour, and then at 1 o'clock the pregame show, and then the game starts at 1:30. Got a couple of other items I'll fill you in, too, until Sparky arrives. We hope. Heisman Trophy winner Barry Sanders, who petitioned the NFL to take part in the NFL draft, has been okayed by Pete Rozelle. He will be available, and Steve Walsh, the quarterback of Miami, he will also be available for the NFL draft. Sparky is here. Lord have mercy, let's go live to Arlington, Texas. Boy, do you look good.
Thank you.
You always look good. Did you watch that game last night?
Sure, I watched that game last night. Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. And what'd you think?
Well, I thought that was a great basketball game, and there's no question they should have won. But in all fairness, that referee is never going to sleep for the rest of his life.
You're exactly right. The one who called the foul on Ramil Robinson. Tough call to make there in that situation. But
well, you just can't do it. You throw the way of the whistle there. The only way you ever call a foul, if any player is knocked to the floor, that's the only way.
That's a good point. So are you interested in the Michigan basketball job?
It was well, let's face it, the man was 6-0. I don't do the selecting, and I wouldn't even get into that, but the man did an awful good job.
Okay. You obviously didn't hear the story. A question. Let me ask you about Jack goes tonight against Charlie Huff. Torey Lavello starting for you. Do you put a lot of pressure on this kid with all the write-ups he's gotten in the papers? He's really produced in the spring, but now it goes for real.
Well, if he starts off slow, people will say he isn't for real. If he starts off fast, they'll say that he's Superman. I'm just going to leave him alone, let him play. He's a grown man. He was an All-American out of UCLA. He's got probably as fine a head on him as I've ever been around. I wished I had the head on me that he has on him, and then this ball club would be in good hands.
Always bad-mouthing himself at the start of the season, aren't you? Listen, I'll let you go. We'll see you tonight, 8 o'clock on the pregame show. Thanks, Spark.
All right, Bernie.
Okay, see ya. He's gone.
He's out of here.
Huh?
You know, I was thinking we are probably the only ones who didn't watch the end of that game last night because we were doing the 11 o'clock news.
No. If we saw the 11, I think we were watching.
Well,
the game.
sort of.
That's right.
Sort
we
of.
were watching the game.
Okay,
Bernie.
Well, next on News 4 at 5:30, check Gadica's school bell weather prepares us for a change in the forecast.
And Don Johnson goes from Miami Vice to a Hollywood movie. That's in Star Notes when we come back.
Okay, an Indy car is not like the car you drive. But just like yours, it needs regular maintenance for top performance. Replacement parts and occasional minor repairs, many of which you can do if you shop for parts at AutoWorks. And look, during the big AutoWorks 200 Indy race sale, world-class protection Pennzoil motor oil is just 88 cents a quart. So come on, join the AutoWorks performance team.
We are AutoWorks.
AutoWorks.
When you or your loved ones have suffered an injury on or off the job because of an auto accident, slip and fall, product failure, or medical malpractice, you need the help of experienced professionals. The Personal Injury Associates are a team of aggressive trial attorneys who know all your legal rights and will make sure they are protected. Certain rights can only be protected through fast action by your attorney. Call the Personal Injury Associates at 350-9700 for your free consultation.
Right now at Bonanza, get our ribeye dinner for just $4.99. It's charbroiled to your order and includes our all-you-can-eat Fresh-Tastics food bar at no extra cost.
The extras don't cost extra at Bonanza.
Tax refund this year? Buy any vehicle and we'll match it. At Wood Motors, the cars and the people, giving you 100%.
We're father and son, so when it comes to modernizing, you want done. No job's too big, no job's too small. We're father and son, we'll do it all.
Need roofing, siding, garage, or a porch? You'll be amazed and delighted by our low prices.
No job's too big, no job's too small. We're father and son, give us a call.
For a free home estimate, call 585-5500.
Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child made out like a bandit at Highland's Wednesday Only sale. For one day only, get this sharp 13-inch color TV, just $144, and this Sony stereo cassette Walkman, only $19.63. So mark your calendar for Highland's Wednesday Only sale, because after Wednesday, it's all over, baby. Highland, nobody gives you more, and nobody but nobody sells for less.
You could bet actor Don Johnson has gotten to know his way around a police station after his many years on the hit NBC show Miami Vice. He's using that expertise in his latest role on the big screen. In her Star Notes report, News 4's Sylvia Glover has a preview of the movie Dead Bang.
Is there anyone that'd be afraid to go through a door with me?
Johnson's character in Dead Bang is based on the real-life experiences of Sheriff's Deputy Jerry Beck.
The reason that we end up making so many films and television shows and books and things like that that are written about law enforcement is that it's the last frontier. It's the front lines. It's where all the battles are taking place. It's the line drawn between us and them, between civilized and uncivilized, between order and chaos.
Johnson gained his star status because of TV, but now he'd like to expand that career in other directions.
I want to do other things. I'm looking forward to exploring new territory. I would go back to the stage, but I'm certainly not going to go back to do stuff, the classics, even though that, there's a lot of actors that would say, oh my God, I'd love to do Hamlet. I have no desire to do Hamlet. I bet there's a lot of people that are happy to hear that, too.
Hey, marker!
Playing a cop may come naturally to the actor, yet he longs for a less violent type of character.
I'm looking for a nice romantic comedy now, something that I don't have to roll in the street and, hang out in the worst sections of the neighborhood. Looking for something where, the most dangerous thing I do is rolling around in the covers with some gorgeous leading lady.
For Star Notes, Sylvia Glover, News 4 Detroit.
Imagine Don Johnson as King Lear or something. Hard to believe, isn't it? Let's contemplate that while we go over and check in with Chuck.
To be
and the
or
weather.
not to be? Oh, no, I don't want to get that started now. Hey, let's talk about what's going on outside. We've gone from sunshine back to cloud cover. Now there's some rain on radar. It's moving northeast at about 35. Mainly light, but we could have some moderate showers. And what about Friday, that big opening day? Here's the forecast. Get ready. Partly sunny at game time. The temperature near 40. Game time is 1:35, but you know, in the old ballpark, in the shade, it's going to feel a little colder. School bell weather for the morning and afternoon tomorrow. Temperature at 8 a.m., 38. Variably cloudy. By afternoon, 45 and partly sunny. We'll be talking more about the rest of that week, including opening day, and show you live radar in just a few minutes. Rich, Margie?
All right, Chuck, thanks very much. It is now 6 o'clock, and News 4 continues with live reports on a giant pep rally in Ann Arbor for the Wolverines, the new NCAA basketball champs. And the Detroit School Board meets as it is supposed to select a new interim superintendent.